So we're gonna start today's video outside. The weather has been really nice, and over the course of the winter, my porch got pretty neglected, and I decided that I need to tackle some pressure washing today. We get a lot of rain in the summer and early fall, and what that does is it leaves this sort of film of mildew all along the aluminum and all of the structures, and it's not that bad to take it off. However, it does require pressure washing because I don't like using bleach cleaners or chemicals. I have in the past done that and kind of killed the grass and the plants that were near to where I was using the chemical. So for me, a pressure washer works best. It doesn't get it 100% clean, but it does refresh and make everything look nice again. And so I'm just battling with the cord here and getting started. And this job actually was done on a day that was about 72 degrees and sunny. And because of the fact that my porch is north facing, I was in the shade the whole time and I got soaking wet. By the time this project was done, I was so cold. I had to go inside and take a hot shower. It was worth it though, because you can see how disgusting the underside of my porch ceiling and all of the structures are. It was really bad. So just taking the pressure washer to it was really all it needed. It did take quite a while. So this was done on a Friday afternoon, and then from there I decided that I want to do most of my cleaning on Fridays or early Saturday so that I can enjoy Sunday. I would love to know your thoughts on that. Some of you guys had mentioned to me that you don't typically do cleaning on Sunday, and so I'm thinking about restructuring my weekend reset to not be a Sunday post, but maybe a Friday night or an early Saturday post. Then as I'm going through doing this, you can kind of see to the right, we are in the middle of a construction project. We're adding in a covered screen room to the side of the house, and it is in process. So I can't wait to share that with you. But for now, we're going to put everything back on the porch, and we'll be heading inside for the rest of our weekend cleaning reset. Molly's ready to go, and so am I. The house is not that bad, honestly. We'll just be doing some general cleaning today. There's just a few things in disarray, and I've got this big box here from a company I recently worked with, and just kind of putting things away. I need to vacuum and mop because I did not do that last time we were together. So we're gonna just tackle things one step at a time. I'm a little disjointed here as I get going. You guys have heard me say that. Getting started is the hardest part for me because I don't usually make a list. And so I just kind of float back and forth from item to item until I land on a place that is going to get the most attention. So as I'm tackling the dishes and getting everything put away, I just love to check in with you guys. So leave me a comment below. Let me know, what have you been up to? Has the weather warmed up in your area? I am considering doing some gardening here in the next couple of weeks. It's been really warm out, and I think we are done with all of the cold snaps. So it's time to refresh the mulch and fix up some of the garden beds that got disturbed during our construction project outside. So I'm really looking forward to getting outside and doing that. And I would love to know what you guys are up to. You know, it's fun to always check in with you and have these little conversations in the comment section. I feel like I get to know you guys really well that way. And it really is fun to have this little community where we can all connect every week and check in on each other. Recently, I put a post in the community tab and inquired with you guys about whether or not you'd be interested in a live stream. I am just about done with my spring decorating. I know some of you guys have seen a lot of the videos that I had posted leading up to today's video, but I do have some more spring content coming your way. I recently worked on my front porch and I love the way it turned out, and I'll be sharing that in a video coming soon, as well as a sort of casual house tour for spring where I just kind of take you guys around and chat with you a little bit about some of my favorite things and some changes that I made for spring. I always like just kind of doing that in a casual way. But then after that, I have some really exciting news that I want to share with you guys, and I think it would be really fun to just kind of hang out and do a live video where you guys can comment and I can talk with you. And so I would love to do that maybe in April and let you guys in on a really super special fun secret that I've been keeping that I can't wait to share with you. Once I get everything put in the dishwasher, I'm just going to hand wash a few items that I don't typically like to put in the dishwasher. I love to use this little cookie sheet as a baking pan. I know that sounds kind of weird because it's not really designed for that, but you guys know, well, a lot of you guys know that I am on the carnivore diet. I have been since December 26th, and that means that I don't do a lot of massive cooking. In fact, the cooking I do is quite simple. My husband is kind of doing it with me. He does take in more carbs than I do in a day, but typically our meal is just a large London broil that I season during the day, and then he will put it in the oven in the evening while I'm at work, and then we'll usually eat that for 2 days. And obviously with the carnivore diet, I don't eat sides with that. One of the things about the carnivore diet, and I'll go into more detail in a video dedicated to this topic, but one of the things that happens with this diet is that you're not hungry. And so having large meals is not something that I feel like I need anymore. In fact, sometimes I could go a full 24 hours and not be hungry and kind of forget about food and remind myself the next morning that, oh my gosh, I have not eaten and I need to go ahead and sit down and make a meal and eat it. And so the meal prep is quite simple, and there's not a lot of ingredients, there's not a lot of things, but a lot of you have requested that you would like to see a video kind of dedicated to what I eat in a day or even in a week. So if that's something you're interested in, leave me a comment below and I will try to include that in a future video. So we're gonna finish up the kitchen by just getting the island cleared away and wiped down. And then next up is some vacuuming and mopping. Here in Florida, we get a lot of sand, especially because I have Molly. She tracks in quite a bit of sand every day. And if I don't vacuum every day, or at least every other day, it's like a beach inside my house. And you guys, I have not vacuumed in probably 9 days. I'm not even kidding. It has been that long. It's horrible. I hate it. I don't know why, but for some reason that is a task that I tend to not want to do. Even when I do a full cleaning, I sit down and look at the floor and I'm like, oh, I need to vacuum, but I just don't want to. I don't know if you guys are like that. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you can relate. And here you see me tapping that pan. Cast iron gets really hot when you cook with it. So I had earlier in the day made some eggs on it, and I wanted to make sure it was cooled all the way down before I gave it a good cleaning. And you got to be careful with that, you guys. I learned that the hard way when I first started cooking. I was using cast iron, and I don't know why it didn't occur to me that the handle would also be hot, because it was also iron, just as the pot was. And I grabbed it, and boy, did I create a memory that lasted, and I will never ever forget that. And you guys, typically this is what my living room looks like on a regular day. I do have this chair covered with 3 layers of protection from my lovely Molly that we love dearly, but she is a mess sometimes when she comes inside, and I just love this chair so much that I want to keep it protected. I got this recently from a company called Lubona. Some of you guys know that because you saw my spring decorating video here in the living room. And they have some of the most beautiful furniture that I absolutely love. I will include a link down below and a discount code if you're interested in checking any of their items out. But I love my swivel chair that they sent me, and I also love the dining chairs that you see often in my videos. They are also from Lubona, so definitely check that out if you're in the market for any new furniture, because they are a great company to work with. And you guys, one of these days, I am going to finally decide what kind of window treatments I want here in the living room window behind the couch. Part of the reason why I am taking so long in making this decision is because now that we have done the construction project on the opposite side, most of the daylight, the natural light that comes in, has been reduced by quite a bit. I already didn't have a lot, and so this window behind the couch is kind of it. And in the future, we may, do a room addition and open up that wall and put another living space there on the side, but that is not going to happen anytime soon. And I am thinking that I want to take that window out and put a new one in, but one that is much larger. So I don't really want to put window treatments up and then in a year decide that I'm going to change the window and have a waste of that, the money that I used for the window treatments. Moving on to my little 9-drawer cabinet here in the corner. I love this section. I love the way it turned out for spring. It's neutral and pretty. And you guys, this thrifted lamp is still one of my absolute favorite thrift finds. I actually am considering doing a video where I kind of share with you all of the different items that are on my favorites list that I have thrifted, and see if you guys are interested in maybe seeing something like that. Leave me a comment below and let me know if that's something that interests you, because I know a lot of you guys really are thrifters and you like seeing what other people thrift, and so I think that would be a really fun one, maybe in between seasons once spring decorating has ended and it's not quite time for summer yet. So now that we have made it to the, more than the halfway point of the video, it's probably time for me to say hi and introduce myself to those of you who are new. Recently, I have seen a large number of subscribers, and so I want to say hi and let you know that my name is Jen, and I'm so glad that you are here. On my channel, I typically will do decorating and shopping content as well as thrifting. In fact, the bulk of the content leading up until just recently has been primarily decorating and shopping. But recently I started adding in these cleaning videos, and I absolutely love them. They actually help me stay on track quite a bit because I do not enjoy cleaning. I dread cleaning so much. I put it off and put it off. And one of the things that I know a lot of people get out of cleaning is kind of therapy, but for me it's not at all therapeutic. I actually hate every moment of it. Obviously, I love having it done and having a clean home, but it really doesn't give me the therapeutic help that it does for others. And so one of the things that I enjoy is making these videos. And so if I know I have a video that I need to make every week to help motivate you guys and give you some cleaning inspiration, it helps keep me on track with my cleaning. So that's why I love this channel so much, you guys. I get so much out of being here with you every week, and I hope you do too. And I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't already, because I know a lot of you guys that watch are not necessarily subscribed, but I would love for you to hit that notification bell. That way, whenever a video goes live, you won't miss it, and we can stay connected every week and go through 2025 together. What I'm cleaning, I also try to notice spaces in my home that don't often get attention. And that door, that window that leads out to our new screen room is one of them. I will dust the entire house and completely forget to take care of the window and the little dividers in the window. And so they build up with dust a lot. And so every once in a while when I'm cleaning, I like to just look a little deeper and do 1 or 2 additional tasks. That way there's not a big deep clean that I have to do. Now that I've moved on to vacuuming, I kind of start to feel like, okay, the bulk of the work is just about done. I still have a couple of random things that need to be picked up and put away. But for the most part, once I get to the vacuuming, I kind of feel like I've accomplished a lot. And, it feels good to finally be on the closing side of the cleaning. And I absolutely love the stick vacuum. One of the things that I had mentioned previously is that I have a electric, corded stick vac also. And I like that one a lot because when I do a lot of vacuuming, I don't want to have to worry about the battery dying. But this one is really good for sand because it's got that light on the front. And so because I had a ton of sand, I decided that I needed to use this one. It's finally to mopping time, and I actually really do enjoy mopping. It's the vacuuming I hate, which is why sometimes the floors just don't get done. I did add a little bit of OxyClean to the water, so I'm just kind of mixing that in so it will dissolve. And then I'm going to add in my favorite scent of Mr. Clean. I love this one. If I can link it, I will, because there is nothing better than having clean floors, and the scent of this Mr. Clean cleaner is so fresh and light, and I absolutely love it. And you guys, I need this water to be super hot because I want it to dry fast. And typically at this point of the mopping process is when I am kicking myself for not having done this sooner, especially with my house being as small as it is. It really does not take all of that long to do the floors. It's something that I could easily do on a daily basis, and it would not take long at all. But because I let it go, it just seems so overwhelming. And, at this point in the mopping, I'm like loving the scent of the house, and I'm loving the way everything is looking. And I just I get so frustrated with myself for putting it off for so long. So before I finish mopping over in this section, I want to kind of straighten up this little area here. This is a blanket that I found on Amazon, and I actually purchased it with my bedroom makeover in mind. But it is a really beautiful color. It's kind of like a buttery yellow. It's really like an off-white, but it has a little bit of a yellow tint. And that just didn't work for my bedroom makeover. And rather than return it, I thought it would be really pretty downstairs. So that's gonna live on the chair for a while. And then this is something I do when I'm done vacuuming every single time. I never skip this process. I just soak the mop head in some water with bleach and I let it sit overnight. And I don't typically use hot water for this. A long time ago, someone told me that hot water deactivates the disinfectant agent in bleach. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just passing it along because that's what I do. And I let it sit overnight. And then the next day I rinse it out and it keeps my mop head clean and fresh. And this is something I'm very upset that I didn't notice, but it was full of dust. And of course I had just finished mopping, but this is sometimes I make more work for myself this way. But this definitely needed to be done. I had not cleaned this light in quite some time. So once that was done, I just did another quick vacuum of the dust that fell down and it was good to go. And so now we're going to put the house back together and just enjoy how clean and fresh everything looks and feels. Now that we have reached this point in the video, I would love to know, what is the reason why you enjoy watching cleaning videos? Do you just like seeing the cleaning process start to finish, or are you someone that is more like me and it helps to get you up off the couch and motivated and moving? Leave me a comment below and let me know, what is it about cleaning videos that you like so much? Thank you so much for being with me today, guys, as I get my house reset for the weekend. I hope that you are having a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.